The visuals of candlestick analysis make it much more clear where reversals are occurring. For example, on Friday, we saw a big hammer signal over here in the Dow. But more significantly, even though the stochastics were, especially with the stochastics in the oversold condition, we could see that the bottom of this downtrending channel was pretty much reached and they were bouncing back up. When we woke up today to see that the pre-market futures were up strong, that was a good indication they were confirming the hammer signal, which is also telling us that they'd reversed it here on this support level, that we should be buying immediately. The fact that the NASDAQ had done a doji right here in this support area and was gapping up today above the 50 was a good indication that they obviously were not selling it off, that the market was kind of consolidating in here, giving us some more evidence that the buyers were starting to take control. Now we watch the next significant factor, which is to see whether they can get the NASDAQ up above this little downtrending channel, which would mean they were probably taking the markets back up, or at least the NASDAQ, back up to the top of this trend channel over in this area. Our recent recommendation on TMUS was based upon seeing a doji followed by a gap up, your best friend signal. Best friend because this basically tells you there's indecision between the bulls and the bears, especially when the stochastics are way down in the oversold condition. And they were gapping it up. That's your best friend in the sense that that usually creates a very strong price move following that signal. Also, if we could analyze that it was coming out of kind of a scoop pattern, and when it gapped up, it broke this little downtrending channel, that's just that much more evidence that the bulls are now not only in control, but very strong in control. Although this chart is pretty hard to analyze, that was the same scenario that occurred with one of our people trading in the chat room on Friday, identified the doji gap up, which took this stock from around the $1.50 level and closed it above $10 that day, making some huge profits. And then it gapped open today and traded all the way up to $55 before our 10-minute chart started producing areas where to take profit, such as on the shooting star away from the 10-minute T-line, and or a close below the T-line over here. That told us to be taking profits somewhere up in this range versus waiting to see a daily sell signal or potential sell signal. Candlestick analysis is nothing more than the graphic depiction of what is occurring in human nature, which occurs the same way time after time. That'll be it. We'll see you in the chat rooms.